Today we've got a quick flip through of the deck that gave this channel its name. It really was made specifically as a practice deck for the method that I teach. I've got the guidebook here and the deck in two different sizes, just for comparison. Right now, the guidebook for the self-study Oracle is only for sale on Amazon as a standalone reference with quite a bit of information at the front of the book to explain the structure of the deck, several charts and a few spreads, and all the messages that apply to the cards that you can use to guide and inspire your self-study practice, whether you've got the deck or not. It really was important to me that the book be small enough to qualify as a guidebook, but still really be a complete resource all by itself. Both versions of the deck are for sale on the Gamcrafter in two sizes. This one on the left is a bit larger than standard Oracle size. Both decks come with a few reference cards, and this first one can serve several purposes, but most of all, it's a reminder to just be still and hold the space. Both decks include a card for studying the energy centers that apply to this practice, and this quick guide card only comes with a larger deck, which is especially useful for putting the cards back in their original order and to explain the structure of the deck. There are 4 mastery cards, and this first one is the one that sets the foundation for the first 12 cards, and each set has an intention card, a meditation card, a reflection card, and an expression card. And we're just going to go through them so that you can get an idea of the imagery and the way the colors in the background change to help you identify the suits and the sets. I actually hired the beautiful artist Diana Vasquez to create all of the images to clearly illustrate the 4 modalities that create the 4 suits. So there are 4 cards in each set with a few different ways to study 12 principles that provide the theme for each set. Every card with a mandala has a message to help you set your intentions. Every meditation card has a hand gesture that you can take physically or just hold in your mind. Every reflection card has a labyrinth and a question that you can use as a journaling prompt. And every expression card includes a pose that represents the energy of an archetype that inspires meaningful action. And that really is what makes this deck so special. When you're done with the reading, you actually have something that you can do. And this larger size is especially useful for studying the cards individually, whether you go through all 52 cards one at a time or choose at random for inspiration. At the top of each card, you'll find the principle in play and some keywords. And at the bottom, there's just a really short message. And I really am so proud of how these turned out. After all these years, they're just so beautiful to me. This mini pocket-sized deck comes in this nice little mint tin, and I like this one for larger spreads just because it's easier to fit them in smaller spaces. You've still got a couple guide cards, and the images for the cards in both decks and the messages are exactly the same. And if you pair them sitting side by side, there really is a substantial difference in size. And I love them both, but just for different reasons. As far as card thickness and shuffling goes, I think the thickness is just right. This really is a tiny deck, but I have pretty small hands, and for me, they're actually great for shuffling in any style. If you have larger hands, it may be a little bit challenging, but the jumbo deck is actually a bit of a stretch for me. So very often I'll end up shuffling them in this somewhat unorthodox direction just because it's a little easier. But as you can see, even the classic casino riffle style shuffle is still manageable with a little bit of practice. And you can always just use the hand over hand method. I might make a video about shuffling, but now that we've got them mixed up a little bit, we're going to draw just one card. And this is the Courage Reflection card. And the question is what needs to be revealed. So we're just going to look up the meaning in the guidebook real quick. The reflection for this principle can be used as a tool for taking inventory. While there are many methods for self-study, the simple process of handwritten introspection can guide and record a conversation that you have with yourself. And here you may find long-buried parts of the past that reveal the treasure of your true nature. Know that the painful pieces often hold the most valuable information. Start with questions that point to prior knowledge that might have been lost or hidden. Ask, what have I been afraid to see or say about me? What are my reasons or excuses? What is the lesson hidden here? And then up at the top, you've just got a couple keywords. So there you go, one card, and you've got some questions to ask yourself. And that really is the purpose. With this deck, you've always got some direction for how to study yourself more deeply when you get to the end of every reading.